I think Bret is one of these guys, bro, that just isn't happy unless he's miserable. Like, I just think that's who Bret Hart is. He's always been that way, bro. We've known him forever. And I just think like that's who he is, and that makes him happy.
What's going on, everybody? This is Dr. Chris Featherstone here for yet another episode of Riding with Russo. With Vince Russo. Another episode of Riding with Russo. Wow. How are you, Vince?
Bro, I am on a 36-hour fast, and I'm into hour 26, bro, and I've got 10 to go. I can't wait to go to sleep so I could just sleep off the freaking hours, bro, because I could eat at 6 a.m. Bro, it's tough, man.
Is there a reason for the fast?
I just want to clean myself out. I'm actually thinking of doing it like once a week. Doing a 36-hour fast once a week. I'm actually thinking about that. I got to see how this goes. Like I said, I'm about 26 hours in. So I'll get through these shows, then I'll hit the sack, and hopefully I could sleep through the rest of it.
Jeez, man. That's a lot. That's a lot,
man. Yeah. Well, I was doing some research, and they said like 36 is really ideal. If you can go 36, it like will literally reset the clock.
Wow. Yeah. I remember years ago, man, I fast spiritually, often, but it was one time, man, I did a spiritual fast for 5 days was the longest. Yeah.
Oh,
5 days. Yeah, it was a lot, but hey, man, it did its purpose, and it was just a great spiritual cleanse, man. So
yeah.
All right, let's talk about Bret Hart being really upset of not being invited to SummerSlam, but not being invited to SummerSlam, but not getting a seat is what he was upset about. He said, they told me once I got there that they didn't have any seats. So I just started shaking my head. Maybe I finally realized that I don't think they fully appreciated me even after Hulk's passing. There was no certain appreciation for anything I did. So let me ask you this, Vince. As someone who's worked a whole lot with Bret Hart, all right? You worked with him in WCW toward the end too, right? Mm-hmm. So WWE and WCW, you've spoke very well of Bret Hart's athletic skills, one of the greatest technical wrestlers that's ever stepped foot in professional wrestling. If you argue with that, argue with your mama. And that's how I feel about that. But when it comes to actual temperament, actual approachability, actual just level of just human warmth, how was it working with Bret Hart just across the board? Yeah, bro. Bret was, first of all, like, I just want to say, like, Chris, I never had an issue with him ever. I mean, never. And, bro, it's really funny because, bro, I worked very closely with him at WWE. We did a lot of really good things together. Then, when he went to WCW, Eric did nothing with him. I get hired there, and I really try to right the wrong, put the belt on him and everything else like this. And it's funny, man, because I'll listen to, or catch wind of some Bret Hart interviews today, and he takes shots at me. And I'm like, bro, like, yeah, didn't he give you crap for that too?
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know what I ever did to you. I mean, I was the one that, when I got to WCW, like, you were totally being wasted, and we put the belt on you, and we were going to roll you, and then you got the Goldberg, concussion. Bro, you know what it is? Chris, I got to be honest, like, and I think you know this. And bro, I was a certain way when I was a lot younger. Bro, when I was a lot younger, I always had to have some kind of drama in my life. I always had to there had to be some kind of drama going on to keep me going, even if I created the drama, without a shadow of a doubt. I think Bret is one of these guys, bro, that just isn't happy unless he's miserable. Like, I just think that's who Bret Hart is. He's always been that way, bro. We've known him forever. And I just think like that's who he is, and that makes him happy. But I gotta tell you though, like in this case, I mean, bro, there's got to be more to it than this. You invite the guy to SummerSlam and he gets there and you don't have a seat for him. Like, bro, like if that's the truth, I'm a little upset as well. You got to remember too, bro. Let's not forget this, Chris. Let's not forget this. Let's not forget when Triple H at the Hall of Fame got the separate entrance.
Yeah.
And he went over to Austin and Bret, and Bret clearly rolled his eyes. Yeah, so you got to ask yourself,
that's a good point.
Was this Triple H's receipt? Wow. Was this Triple H's payback? Because we talked about it when it happened. He clearly, like, oh my God, Triple H, he clearly did that. Everybody saw that. So is now the rib. We're going to invite you to the Hall of Fame and not have a seat for you. But Chris, I also got to tell you this, man, that I feel in general, I don't think the 2025 professional wrestler, I don't think they have the respect for the old school that they should. I really don't. Bro, I remember Hogan saying years and years and years ago, and bro, this is all before the controversy with the N-word and all that stuff. Before that, I remember Hogan saying he would go to Raw or SmackDown and nobody would even acknowledge him backstage. Nobody would ask him, pick his brain, ask him questions, and he was ready, willing, and able to pass along that knowledge. Yeah. I think overall, bro, there is a tremendous lack of respect for people in the industry that did it before them. I really believe that. I don't think this is a Bret Hart issue. I believe that.
Excellent points. I agree. I mean, you made so many good points there. One, being I didn't even think about that, but it's so true. You've mentioned a lot, knowing people in the business, working backstage for so many years. The whole concept of they're going to get their receipt back. They're going to get their receipt back in some way or other. It could be 2 years, it could be 2 months, it could be 20 years. They're going to get their receipt back. And especially with this viral culture, it's like it's a reputation thing and it's a security thing. It's a personal feeling as far as like, I want to get my receipt back because I don't want to be the internet villain. And so I'm going to do the best that I can to get my receipt back so I won't be the internet villain for the weekend. And guess what happened? Like Triple H during that Hall of Fame weekend was the internet villain. Why? Because of the viral video that went around of Bret Hart making that smug look when he was congratulating him in Austin. That went everywhere. Everybody in the pro wrestling community that has a finger of the pulse of what's going on knew about it. Mm-hmm. So guess what? 4 months later, he said, I'm going to get my receipt back. I'm not going to invite Bret to the hall to SummerSlam, man. That's so true, man. That's so true.
Bro, yeah. I swear to God, I think people sometimes think like people in the business exaggerate. I think they think I exaggerate. Bro, the pettiness in professional wrestling, I really wish I was exaggerating. I wish I was making it up. That's the level of pettiness that we're talking about. And like you said, Chris, bro, they never forget.